Where are you looking now? Yep. All right, here's another area. Wow. There's people trying to clear debris out of the street. Can't get any. And it looks like they've been working on that for a while. Yeah. Okay, well, we're just almost directly north of Dayton, downtown. Okay. All right, where were all those trees down the river? Oh, yeah. It's unbelievable, man. Yeah. We gotta get on the other side of it, though. All right, 5 minutes. All right, over here, yeah. Look at that. North Riverdale. since we're dropping right here. Yeah. All right, 3 minutes. We are in North Riverdale. Yeah, I think that's, well, wait a minute. Let's see. Okay, make it, yeah, I think North Ridge. This is what we're going to show for this hit. I mean, this apartment complex is this looks like a war zone. Look at all those windows that are blown out. Yeah, we'll shoot a couple of look lives, and then we'll head back to Lunken for the noon. I mean, I didn't think we'd be up here this long initially, but then they wanted us for the 10 for the Lifestyle Cincinnati. All right. So what are we, about 4 or 5 miles north of downtown Dayton? You think? Okay. I mean, all these buildings have damage. Yeah, look at Dayton's rolling out the big utility trucks to pick up debris. Man, I'd like to see a street sign down there. Let's see here. Standing by. No wonder I couldn't read the street sign. It's torn apart. What's that? Well, Julie, we're in the Northridge area, about 4 miles directly north of downtown Dayton, and it's been amazing. The more that we have been up at Chopper 9 today, the more damage we have seen. This is an area where there are dozens and dozens of apartment buildings, and you're going to see them here in just a second. And it really looks like a war zone in this area with all the heavy damage and all the debris that is on the ground and blocking the roadways here. Just off to our right, I wanted to show you there was a long line of, you see these long line of yellow trucks here, and these trucks are being rolled out by the city of Dayton to come and start picking up some of the debris. Much of the road here is still blocked by trees that are down in the area, and in some neighborhoods, well, people have taken it upon themselves to start the cleanup process and move debris. That's the first thing you got to do, is get the debris out of the roads so you can get cars through there, and that is what some of the neighbors are doing. But heavy damage in this part of Dayton, just north of downtown. I'm Dan Carroll in Chopper 9. All right, let's. This is a pretty good area right here. I can show some of these yellow trucks. Chopper 9 to feed room, over. Chopper 9 to feed room, over. Come on. Chopper 9 to feed room, over. Hey, Dan Carroll, Chopper 9. On the two-way or the... I don't know why I'm not hearing them. Look lives for noon, and we're ready to do the first one if you're ready to go. All right, this will be the first one. You say you're here in the feed room, Matt? Really? I don't know why I'm not here. I'm hearing IFP, but I'm not hearing them. Great. All right, feed room, here we go. Wright Brothers Parkway, here we go. All right, here we go, 3, 2, 1. Well, the street sign reads Wright Brothers Parkway. We are about 4.5 miles directly north of downtown Dayton, and this is an area that was heavily hit by the powerful storms that came through in the overnight hours. We have been up in Chopper 9 for several hours now, and the more we move around, the more we look at the damage, the more damage we are finding. And this is an area that I described it earlier that really looks like a war zone. Take a look at these. Look at all the people down here as they comb through the debris and what is left of their belongings and what is left of these apartment buildings. Almost every building in this unit, and again, this is an apartment complex that has dozens and dozens of buildings. Almost every building has lost its roof and then lost a part of the building as well. So the parking lots are just filled with debris. You really can't move cars through. Trees are down. The roads are really impassable to get in or out of here. So the people that live here, they've been stuck in here all day as they can't get out to the store, can't get to work, if they have to drive somewhere, practically impossible to drive through this apartment complex. And this is one of just many, many, many areas that have been hammered by the tornadoes that came through the Dayton area. A little while ago, we saw an army of yellow trucks being rolled out to come out to these neighborhoods and help clean up with the debris and sort of try and get life back to normal. But we saw a lot of neighbors taking those matters into their own hands, people that live in the neighborhoods cleaning up debris, trying to get the roads clear so at the very least they can get cars through and even let emergency and EMS and fire get through should the need be. And there is going to be a lot of need here in the Dayton area as people try to recover from this storm. I'm Dan Carroll in Chopper 9. All right, feed room, did you get that one all right? Yeah, I don't know why I'm not here in the feed room at all. All right. All right, we seeing anything else over here? See if I can get a new white balance here. All right, where are you looking? Hold on a second. Another white balance here. Yeah, here's a, well, I don't know if this building was under construction or what. Got hammered. Got the sheriff out here. Yeah, look at this neighborhood, right under, almost right underneath us now. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, turn left here. These buildings over here. Huh? Yeah. Take me over by the tank farm. I need to see if I gotta get a new white balance. This looks terrible. Let's see here. Yeah. Some more tractor trailers, some more trailers turned over. Hey, now we're even closer to downtown, aren't we? So this looks like sheet metal from the roof. Oh yeah, look at all these trucks that are turned over. A lot of chips gone bad there. Huh? Bags of air. Aw, man. Chopper 9 to feed room, over. All right, I can hear you now. That first look live we did, was that, did that break up too much? Was that not good? All right, we can go back there and try that one again, but I'm gonna send you another one now if you're ready to roll. All right, here comes the next look live. Hold on one second. Let's see. That was Northridge. Let's see what. Old North Dayton. All right, let's see. I got. Stand by, feed room. I lost my, I was looking at my phone. I lost those Frito-Lay trucks. I got those. All right. So what are we, just a couple miles north of downtown? Okay. All right, feed room, here we go. Well, as our survey of the damage continues in and around the Dayton area, now we are just a couple miles north of downtown Dayton and in the area known as Old North Dayton. And we've been seeing a lot of damage in the neighborhoods and a lot of damage to commercial buildings as well. This is a warehouse where there are a lot of Frito-Lay vans, and a lot of these out here that wound up completely upside down. You can see the wheels are up in the air. A lot of these trucks have been banged into each other. That came through. Here's a couple of these trucks that are on their side in the parking lot. So a lot of damage to the commercial, and we've seen other dozens and dozens of other commercial buildings, car dealerships. We saw a Caterpillar building where there were a couple of their trailers that were blown into a nearby creek. Here's a neighborhood right across the street. And this home, dozens of homes here are destroyed by the high winds that came through, and if it was indeed a tornado that came through this area. But look at all the sheet metal that wrapped around that utility pole right in front of this house that came off those buildings right across the street. And again, more devastation. And again, we see the neighbors in this neighborhood and other neighborhoods as they continue to try and dig out and clean up and get those roads open and get the roads passable so at least cars and emergency vehicles can come through. Not too far away from here is the staging area for the Sheriff's Department and other first responders, and they will likely be there for days to come. I'm Dan Carroll in Chopper 9. All right, Chopper 9 to feed room. Did you get that one all right? God. Yeah, I copy you. If you're getting this now, we can try that one again if you want. All right, here we go. We'll try it again. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Well, we have been moving around quite a bit here in the Dayton area, and as we do, we just see more and more damage. Here's a couple of commercial buildings. That one has some damage, and this one has very heavy damage. I have no idea what kind of business this is, but the building there is very heavily damaged. One of the more interesting sites that we've seen is over here. This is a warehouse where there's they distribute Frito-Lay chips, and let's take a look at the parking lot, and we'll show you what we've seen in this parking lot. Here's a couple of trucks on their side. Some of these other vans have been blown into the other vans. Here's another one that wound up completely upside down as the powerful winds, a tornado, if it was indeed a tornado, that came through this area. So not only is it neighborhoods and homes, but dozens and dozens of commercial properties and businesses as well. Right across the street, another neighborhood that looks like it is a war zone. I described an apartment complex earlier as looking like a war zone, but you look at this and you see the heavy damage to some of these homes with minor damage, other ones completely leveled. And again, neighbor helping neighbor. We've seen a lot of that going on today. People coming out and helping their neighbors try and clear debris, trying to clear the roads so cars can get through. Here's a neighbor that might be a contractor already working on patching the holes in the roof of that particular home. So the devastation is everywhere throughout the Dayton area, north of Dayton, to the east and to the west of Dayton. And it looks like this tornado actually took a little bit of an easterly to the southeast path, when normally we see tornadoes go to the northeast, from the southwest to the northeast, but that doesn't seem to have been the case with this one. So here's some more homes that are heavily damaged right across the street from those commercial buildings that we just showed you. So a lot of work remains to be done here in the Dayton area for life to get back to normal. I'm Dan Carroll in Chopper 9. All right, feed room, we get that one all right? Yeah, we can go back and do that first one again. So stand by. We're going to get back up there. All right, let's go back to that one area. We're trying to do that one again and head back to Lunken pretty soon, huh? Look at all that debris across the train tracks there. Utility poles down across the train tracks. 1, 2, look at a series of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, We come back at 4 o'clock. Let's do that. O'clock, because I got all those apartment buildings. Is that where we were before? Let's see. All right, feed room, if we look all right here, we'll try this again whenever you're ready. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. As we continue our survey in Chopper 9 this morning, we came to the Northridge area, about 4 miles north of the downtown Dayton area, and we saw this apartment complex where there are dozens and dozens of buildings here that have roof damage, and really much more extensive damage than the roof damage. I looked at this area, and then I'm going to move the camera over here just a little bit to this section of apartment buildings, and the dozens of buildings here. It really looks like a war zone. And when we zoom in, you'll see why. You can see the sort of thing that people here are dealing with. So look at this woman. She's walking around in the yard and looking at all the debris that has come down off these buildings. Heavy roof damage, but there's a car that's heavily damaged. The sidewalks are impassable. Many of the roads here are impassable as well, as the debris from these buildings just came down and really blocked the roads. And again, dozens and dozens of trees down, many of those trees winding up in the river. And then as I pull the camera back, there's just a huge section of trees that came down, and you can see where those winds came down and knocked all those trees down again from this apartment complex, and then damaged another multi-unit home complex just across the river. So everywhere you look in the Dayton area, and that is the one thing that we have seen. The more that we have stayed up and moved around, the more damage we have seen and the more devastation, and really just a testament to how long-lasting and how devastating and powerful these storms were. I'm Dan Carroll in Chopper 9. All right, feed room, we get that one cleaned? All right. All right, we can head back to Lunkin. 10-4, thanks for your help.